social media is used every day in almost every country in the world, the exchange rate of information has never been faster. I want to look into what kind of apps or social media my peers use every day and how social media helps them in their classes at Lincoln, but also the enjoyment they get out of the social media.
I'd say about 75% of the time.
I don't use social media a lot. The time on my phone is usually spent reading.
On a friend or an event or a sale.
About 50%.
Gosh, I use most of them. So I use Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, WhatsApp, basically all of them.
I have Instagram. I don't use that very often. I just recently re-downloaded Snapchat. I don't use that very often either. Really, I'm just a nerd. Like, I just use Canvas, like, nonstop.
I don't have any form of social media except from LinkedIn, which is more of a professional platform.
Okay.
I use Facebook.
I got a new phone. So I will say the whole day now. Right before I purchased this new phone, I would say half a day maybe, that I was just consistently charging it to the side, but it was 4 years old.
It varies in what I'm doing.
Okay.
My battery life is kind of tricky. Like if I'm in Holt Summit or Jefferson City or, at someone else's house, I probably have to charge it like once a day, but if I'm on a trip with my family, I'm going down roads, then I might have to charge my phone 4 or 5 times a day.
Since I use my phone most of the time, I pretty much have to charge at least 3 to 4 times a day.
Well, since I don't have any form of social media, it's actually really satisfying not to be on Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, and all of that. I think it gives me more time to focus on what's more important, my school, work, and just me personally.
Media. Yeah, I do. So on Facebook, I subscribe to very small subgroups that not this semester because I've been so busy, but I typically regularly interact with. So it'll be like a mom's group or a group that's specifically about hair or specifically about a cause, and I find enjoyment out of communicating with people that have similar ideas as me.
I don't really get joy out of social media. I like knowing when someone has a huge medical scare or they're on the mend and they got some good news from their doctor, or they're getting married or they're having a baby, so I can call them up and say, hey, I saw this post on Facebook, are you okay? Do you need anything? Or congratulations.
A little bit, because it's exciting sometimes. When you're bored, you go on there, you see something exciting, dumb, that makes you laugh. So it's a little bit fun.
Well, when I did have Facebook, it was actually very resourceful because I was able to purchase textbooks. I was able to communicate with students who have taken courses that I was enrolled in, and they kind of helped me. Yes, we were, they were worlds apart, but it was a coming together platform and a learning platform.
Right.
So it doesn't really benefit classes or my everyday life either.
How does social media benefit you in your classes? Well, I actually have used a lot of YouTube. Oh, that's another app that I have. Is the YouTube app. I'm always on there. I like to look up, research, and kind of experts' opinions or not expert opinions on whatever topic is current in class, and just kind of get extra ideas on the side while I work. So I'll play, say I'm doing a study on Native American culture, I might type that into YouTube and just kind of let them play over and over, and just kind of give like different perspectives and ideas. Like, I'm not just looking for the answer to one question that I have, but I'm listening to more perspectives to get more questions and more directions to take my research.
Actually, it's actually pretty good because I know one of my professors actually used Facebook as like a platform he used to post like assignments, and then that was also like a way for the students to like communicate faster because like nowadays everybody is on social media, so I guess my professor was like it will be good, so it was actually very easier to do discussions and all that stuff for a class, so it was pretty good.
Well, the only form of social media, if we call it social media, is LinkedIn. And I get the opportunity to meet professionals, people who have been in various professions for a long time, and they share, tips here and there, how to do interviews, books that you should read to kind of build you up every day, things that you should do, and make them a part of your routine every day. And it's actually really good. It's actually really good. And the people that I've actually spoken to are people who are well into their profession. So like I can get advice on various things across the board.
How does social media benefit you in your everyday life? With being as busy as I am, work and school and kids and family and honor societies and all of those things, it really helps me feel like I have friends, like I can, like in those short amount of times I can do something beneficial for me, and I can also be there for somebody else without having to neglect one of my other responsibilities. And I know that sounds like, oh well, I can't make the time for these people. It's not as much of that as that none of us can. It takes a lot of it takes a very serious situation to be able to separate yourself from all the responsibilities to just spend time with somebody. But I think in the reverse, other people don't want to feel like you have to give up all your responsibilities to focus on them. So it's a way to connect and be there for them without causing somebody else that kind of distress or not distress. Please edit that if you can. If not, this will be a very funny video. But
so it doesn't really benefit me in classes or my everyday life either.
Every day, the excitement for, during your free time or when you just want to clear your mind sometimes. You go on social media, you see something funny, or you get to talk to your friends who are not close. I think that's how it benefits me during my free time.
Reading?
I would mostly be outdoors, I I'm starting to like rock climbing, so I pretty much, spend most of my time out there going for hiking.
College would be a whole lot harder. And I don't know if I'm using it the same way as other people do, but it is huge for I feel like somebody that's going into the field that I am, who has a social and cultural background, social science background in their study.
I talk to people. I think one of the main reasons why I cut off having social media was because I noticed and I realized that I was not really losing, but majority of the time I was more concentrated on like what's going on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, posting pictures, liking posts, and all of that. And I lost touch with everyday today life where my communication was deteriorating. And so not having social media has actually helped me work on my public speaking. It has improved my communication it's way much better now. And it's self-fulfilling. It's like I don't have to worry about what everybody else is doing out there. I can just focus on what I have going on and the people who are adjacent to me.